back to the big wrist Syndicate. Wrist check. That steel dive I just did a review on. Big ghost boy. Check that down. It's a little. Anyway, in the last video on my wrist check, I showed you this. The AE-1500 with a modded gel dial. So we're going to take it from this stock shit stank and go to this. Something with some color, a little flavor, you know what I mean? So the only thing you're really going to need is some tweezers that you can get in a watch little tool set you can get off of Amazon. I'll drop links to the kit I use. A baby tiny little Phillips head screwdriver, a duster, if it'll focus, and you can get a packet of these gels, these gel sheets, like so. These are actually for lighting, but I'll show you. I'll drop a link of what I used. All right, so I've already got this one. This is my guinea pig watch. So the placement holder inside this thing is jacked. So you got to mind that. But what you're gonna do, you'll get your little Phillips head screwdriver. You'll take these little screws out. Gotta pardon me, it's late, I'm tired. But it's the only time I can make videos is when my children are asleep. And my wife's asleep or not working from home. And she usually works from home 3 days out of the week. And I have doctor's appointments and whatnot. Physical therapy because I've got I had surgery on my shoulder in February, and now I have frozen shoulder, and it's just not healing. So I have physical therapy, and I got, you know, a bone graft from a bone biopsy, and just be a complete cock on you. Be careful when you're screwing these in and out because they are only screwed into, you know, this resin case. So once you pop, you know, get the screws out, get this little case back off, get it out of the way. Now you have a little rubber gasket that runs along here. Mine is missing. So it will sit right in this. You do not want that. You don't want to lose that. If it looks like it's dry, soak it in some silicone oil, but you try not to have that come out. You want to keep that in there. That's what gives you the water resistance, right? All right. So once you get that out, you want to pop your module out. Popping this thing out, pretty easy. You just get it close by the plastic, pop right up. So the module is fine in this watch. It's this retaining clip inside here that is boogered in mine. So mine's missing the clip. If you look, yeah, see there's a piece that comes up right here. There's two little tabs that come up at the 6 and the 3, right? Mine broke off because I've had this in and out God knows how many times trying to figure out, you know, I've cut out octagon shapes out of the gel, circles, shit, squares, try, you name it, I've cut it to try to get it to fit inside here and it not interfere with anything inside here, so I can keep all the functions of the watch. So this right here, this is my first blank. Get my finger underneath it. This is my blank, right? So my blank, what I did was I took this gel. So this gel has a protective coating on the front and back. I laid my module down like so, took a Sharpie, somewhere right here. Drew around it, made my black mark, right? And then I cut out my black circle. I cut it to the inside of the black circle. And that's how I got this piece here. I can get my finger on it. So these things, it comes with a plastic coating. So once you take the plastic coating off of each side, which I've already done on this one because I've already filmed this video once, and my camera decided to be a complete a-hole. So the protective coating's already taken off both sides of these. So once you cut it, stick it inside the case, make sure it fits, make sure it's not sliding around and overlapping and or falling short, and you can see through it or whatnot. I know for a fact this one will fit, so I'm gonna go ahead and stick it in. I got a little play side to side, that's fine. A little play up and down, that's fine. As long as the mineral case is completely covered, you're fine. So where the pain in the dick comes in is you make sure you don't mess these clips up. Mine's already jacked, so it is what it is. Make sure I got this right. Okay, that's the top. That's the top. So slide in like slow. Get it started. So there's little pushers, right? At all four corners. You want to push. There's pushers on the outside of the case, but then you have these little pushers that are actually connected to the module. You want to push those all the way in. This one's boogered. This is just my. So when you put it back together, make sure the O-ring is where it needs to be. There's a flat at the top, flat at the bottom. Make sure it's sitting in that groove. Make sure you got it lined up right. Drop it in. So this, when you do yours, do not take the wristband off unless you plan on, because these are a pain in the get back on because of how it's curved or whatever. These are a son of a bitch. So I highly suggest do not take the bracelet off. Do not take that strap off. You can slide it up underneath, up under. There's a little metal tab on this thing. Pick one up. That shit hurts. But yeah, you can slide it up under one, push it down, right? You can put, those are pretty flexible, so you can push them up out of the way. You make sure it's sitting in the right spot. Make sure your gasket didn't come out. Make sure everything's sitting where it needs to be. And then get your little baby ass screws. Right. Blah, 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 blah. Do not over tighten these. Remember, these are little ass screws with little ass threads going into plastic. So you don't want to over tighten those. So, and after you're done, you get it all screwed in, you get a watch that actually works. So I can't wait to get I'm putting this one on a NATO. It's gonna look sick. And then that old black and pink, black and purple, whatever you want to call it. I call it phi. But yeah, that's how you change that. That's how you add some color to your AE-1500. And that pack I got, it came with multiple colors. So you got blues, greens, neon yellows, pinks, purples, smoke. You can smoke out this sucker. But yeah. And the lights still work. Wrong button. You stupid. You so stupid. You a goofy. Bro, what? Lights still work. So if you do it right, all your functions will work. Don't, You know, that one, that's why it's my guinea pig. So I'll show you on this case. I mean, you can push these are retainers here on the strap. You can see it overlapping the case back. You can push these. You can definitely push it enough on one, just like that. Undo those screws, pop it up, and it'll slide right out of the other one. So, yeah, that's my mod on the AE-1500. Sorry, the guinea pig wanted to be an a-hole, but it is what it is. Y'all make sure you subscribe, comment, like, tell your friends. If they got big wrists, check out the channel. Help me grow. I appreciate all the comments, man. If y'all could do me a favor, y'all, I don't know where you watch from. I know some of y'all watch from over the pond, man. I got, people in Italy, the UK, Australia that watch. And if anything, man, just say a prayer for our country, because our country has gone to hell in a handbasket real quick since the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And most of it's, uncalled for and unjustified. And the fact that that man was assassinated in front of thousands of people, in front of his wife and kids, that really hurts. And just seeing people applauding that, and that's just not how it's supposed to be, man. We're supposed to be, not only we are supposed to be a country, founded on, our First Amendment of free speech, but to be assassinated for that, and we're all on this big water ball, as one, we're more than just one country. We're one world. And, I think the world now just needs more prayer and, yeah, that's all I'm really dig into about that. But y'all stay saucy, keep it classy, keep it funky, and I'm out. Peace.